Today we will be doing money problems for our math lesson for today.
All right, so we're going to be working out some money problems. Money problems are very similar to what we've been doing with subtraction with regrouping. The only difference is that we have a decimal. So here's our decimal. Remember that tells us that we say and. $5. Oh, there's and nothing, so it would just be $5. $2.75. That decimal tells us to say and when there's change after the dollar. Okay, so let's just have a little problem here. Let's say that Maylee got $5 from her grandparents for Easter in the mail, in a card for Easter. So this is the amount of money that she has to spend at the Dollar General. Okay, so she goes to the Dollar General and she picks out a couple items, and those items total $2.75. So these are the items, okay? This is the money that she gives the cashier. So remember, we look at each column individually. Can I take 5 away from 0? No, I cannot. So I go next door, and there's nothing there. So I look at this 50, and I borrow from the 50, and that now becomes 49. And that one that I just borrowed from there turns this 0 into 10. And then I just subtracted out the rest of the way. 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 7 is 2. Bring down my decimal, and 4 minus 2 is 2. Bring down my dollar sign. So Maylee will get change from the cashier. She will get $2.25. You don't have situations like this. However, sometimes you do. Okay, normally you're going to give someone $5 or $10 or $20, whatever you happen to have on hand. But let's look at this one. Okay, you got some items at the store and they totaled $3.78. Okay, but you gave the cashier $4.80. I would totally do something like that. I would absolutely do something like that if I had that cash on me, so that I could get the least amount of change, like as far as number of coins and whatnot back. So I gave the cashier $4.80 and the items cost $3.78. So I go next door to borrow. That 8 becomes a 7. Now that one that I borrowed turns that 0 into a 10. 10 minus 8 is 2. 7 minus 7 is 0. Bring down my decimal. 4 minus 3 is 1. And $1.02. So I actually did something like that the other day at the store. I had cash on me and I I could have just given her $5, but I did this in order to use the least amount of bills. And question number 1, a customer pays $4.50 for items at the store. The price of the items was $4.18. How much change does the customer get back? 32 cents, 42 cents, or 52 cents? You're going to need to use scrap paper and figure that out. Let's say that a customer buys 3 items. So let's go ahead and say that they bought something for $1.25, something that costs, let's say that was a candy bar. Let's say they got a coffee for $1.69. And let's say that they got a breakfast sandwich for $2.99. So how much did the customer spend? So we are going to have to add up 3 numbers here. So we're going to add them up. So 9 plus 9 is 18. And you can do your touch points here. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Put my 3, carry my 2. 9 plus 6 is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Carry my 1. Bring down my decimal there. So I have to add these all up. There's actually 4 numbers now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $5.93. So the customer went to the store and they spent $5.93. So you're gonna have to add all of those up. Now, if you weren't comfortable with doing it that way, another option you have would be to add up $1.25 plus $1.69. Get my dollar sign there. I'm gonna add that one up first, and I get 14, carry the 1, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bring down my decimal, $2. Okay, so now that I've added this one and I've added this one, now I have to add this to this. So now I'm gonna add $2.99 to the $2.94. So 9 plus 4 is 13, carry the 1. So 9 plus 9 is 18, plus 1 more is 19, carry the 1, bring down my decimal. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 1 more is 5, $5.93. So I got the same exact answer, doing it 2 different ways. So whichever way works best for you.
Question number 2. A customer buys 3 items at the store. The first item was $1.25. The second item was $2.98. And the last item was $2.15. How much did the customer spend in all? $6.38, $5.48, or $4.58?
Even harder one. So we're gonna start with, let's say I went through the drive-thru at McDonald's and I spent $7.83. And I gave the cashier, the person at the window, $10. I gave them a $10 bill. Okay? So I need to figure out how much change I should get back. And boys and girls, if you ask your parents, I do this. I know how much money I should be getting back. Maybe it's because for years I worked at the drive-thru at Wendy's and I was very speedy at giving people their change and expecting what money they were going to be giving me. So I always do this in my head to make sure that the person is correct. All right, so I cannot take 3 away from 0, so I go next door and there's nothing. And then there's nothing again. Oh my goodness, what are we gonna do? So I look at this as 100, because 100 is 100. If I take 1 away from 100, I get 99. So this becomes the 9 and this becomes the 9. Okay, your parents are going to say this is a weird way that Mrs. Wargo does. I do it to cut out a step to make it less confusing, I hope. This 0 here becomes a 10. 10 minus 3 is 7. 9 minus 8 is 1. Bring down my decimal. 9 minus 7 is 2. $2.17 is the answer there. Now you can do it the way that your parents show you how to do it too. This is just the way that I always show you how to do it, just to cut out a step and make life a little less chaotic for you.
Question 3. Be the storekeeper. The customer has paid you for a purchase. You must give him change. On scratch paper, subtract the price from the amount paid to determine the amount of change. So that's the price, $3.18, and the amount paid is $3.25. So you're going to subtract that, or you can even put 18 in your head and count up to 25. After you've figured out how much change they should get back, now you are going to select the amount of change by clicking on the following money until the correct amount is shown. So let's say my answer was 3 cents, okay? You would click on each of those items, each of those pennies to show 3 cents, okay? So whatever it is, you are going to click on the answer by clicking the coins, okay? So you can choose different things. You're going to click on whatever the total is that the person will be receiving back.
right, I'm not sure if you guys remember how we estimate the sum, but estimating the sum, we have 247 plus 324. Okay, and then we're going to estimate the sum. So I always put these little arrows and I put my plus sign in my line. Okay, so if we remember rounding, okay, we're gonna round to the nearest hundreds. Okay, the 4 tells the 2. So remember, when you were 4 years old, you stay at home. So the 4 is the boss and it tells the 2 to stay. So the 2 stays and those other digits become zeros. This 2 tells the 3 to stay and those other digits become zeros. So now we're gonna add this up. 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 0 is 0, and 2 plus 3 is 5. So our number rounds to 500, or we estimated the sum to 500. Now, what they're gonna want you to do is they also want you to add all of this up. So they wanna see how close we are, okay? So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, carry the 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 571 and 500. So those are our numbers. So we're fairly close. 571 is fairly close to 500. So they're going to expect for you to do the adding it up and then the estimating the sum or rounding. So you're going to need to do this on scrap paper because then they give you boxes to type your digits in. So if I got 571 here, I would type a 5, I would type a 7, and I would type a 1. And over here on this one, there are 3 boxes, and I would type 5, 0.
Question 4. Be the storekeeper. The customer has paid you for a purchase. You must give him change. Subtract the price from the amount paid. Copy carefully on scratch paper to work out the problem. $10 minus $6.82. You have to work that out, and then you're gonna have to type the answer into those boxes.
The other thing that we did earlier this year is we estimated the difference, and the difference means we have to subtract, okay? So I'm gonna estimate the difference over here by rounding. The 6 tells the 8 to grow up to a 9. The 3 tells the 1 to stay the same. And I'm going to subtract 0 minus 0 is 0, 0 minus 0 is 0, 9 minus 1 is 8. Now we're going to go over here and you're going to be expected to subtract this out. And you're going to have to regroup. So this 6 becomes a 5, this 2 becomes 12. 12 minus 4 is 8, 5 minus 3 is 2, and 8 minus 1 is 7. 728. So again, on this one, you're going to have boxes on your screen and you're going to have to type 7, 2, 8. And on this screen, you're going to have to type in 8, 0, 0.
Question 5. First, add the numbers that are given right here. 893 plus 289. Then you're going to round the add-ins to the nearest 100 and solve. You're going to compare the rounded numbers. Okay? Copy carefully on scratch paper to work out the problem. So you're going to add these ones up, and these ones you're going to round or estimate the sum, and then you're going to type your answers in there. Question 6. First, subtract the following numbers, and then round the problem to the nearest 100 to solve to see if your answer is sensible. Copy carefully on scratch paper to work out the problem. So you're going to subtract this problem and write the answers, type the answers, in those boxes. Then you're going to round those. What does 622 round to? You'll type it in over here. What does 395 round to? And then you'll type it in over here. And then you will subtract them out and find your answer and type those in the boxes below.